Hey everybody, Mr. T here, and I want to go over in STK how to make a video. So I have pulled up my version here of Where is ISS. I just recreated this, making sure that it follows the latest, greatest information. So also, this is a new software thing to me. I don't use WeVideo. I usually use something else. So I apologize if there are any hiccups here. I will do my best. So I have pulled up my scenario, my save scenario. I have my 2D graphics window here. I have my 3D window, and I also have my reports here somewhere. So if I view windows, oh, I could see them. There they are. Okay, so they're in the background. I'm going to minimize my 3D, and here you can see my reports. And I'll show you why I want to see my reports here in a little bit. So let's talk about making a movie. If you go to help in the STK and look up, how to make a movie, it's going to be really complicated. It tells you a whole bunch of stuff you don't need to know. So here's the easy version. Okay, you're going to want to have your reports up so you can see when you have access, right? So first thing you do, go to View. Up here in View, look in the upper left, go to Toolbars, and I want to hit Toolbars and then Movie Timeline. View, Toolbars, Movie Timeline. Click that. I don't know if you noticed, but up here on top, you see a new little strip of icons and buttons. And then down below too, you can't see it because I deleted it a while ago. There's a timeline view, a movie timeline view. You can recreate that by clicking this button, and you see it showed up here down below. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't really want to see that. And to do that, I'm just going to drag it. Pardon me here. Get rid of it. What I want to do is record. So I'm going to click this. When I do it, it's going to take me through a series of questions. Your screen will look pretty much like this. Okay, so it talks about file name and format. I've already created a video, but let's just say I want to create a new one. I'm going to click Save As. Okay, and it's going to ask me what file name I want to save it as. So I'm going to click Where's ISS? Just do part two. Part two. Okay, and it's going to be in an MP4 format. That's the format that you want. Make sure that you know where you save this file because you're going to have to submit this. Okay, so I give it a file name. I click Save. Now it's not saving yet. It's just creating a location. You're not done, obviously. So I'm going to go to the left-hand part here of this window, and I'm going to make sure that when I get done, you're going to see check marks through all of these things. So save as, I've already done that. I'm going to go down here and click next. Okay, do I want to record in the 2D or the 3D window? I want the 2D window. Okay, it's going to ask me, your preset is probably going to be something different. It's probably going to say custom size. I just click HD TV because it's nice. It has a good graphics, a good enough graphics and size of the screen. So HD TV 720. So, and you notice as each time I click next down here, I get a check mark here. So it's really kind of taking us through a checklist. And you should see um, automatic width and height here. So for example, if I went to 1080p, oops, it doesn't like that. Okay, that's why we're not going to do that. I can do large 2D. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to go back to HD TV. Okay, so I'm going to click next. It says choose camera control. You don't have to mess around with that. It talks about different lighting in here. We're doing a 2D window. Let's keep it simple. We don't need to play around with the camera. This would be where this would come in handy is if you wanted to attach a camera, for example, to the International Space Station and look at Earth. You can make a video doing that. I'm not requiring that. I'm not going to show you how to do that. If you want to know how to do that, you can kind of do that on your own time. So for camera, just click None, Use Current View. Okay, this is where you want to kind of get your screen here, so where you can see your 2D screen. This is where you're going to have to kind of play with things a little bit. So you can see if I click preview speed, and I'll do that here in a second, you can control your step size, which is the speed of your video. And then that is relative to how long your video is going to be. But then here's also down here where it says movie time range. Notice that has 1 day. Okay, 1 day, not the 3 weeks. If you made a 3 week long video, you wouldn't be able to save that video on your computer. It would be way too big. So we're going to speed things up here. And how did I pick this 14th, November 14th start date? Well, I picked that from, if I can get it here. No, it's not going to want to do that. So, sorry. I'm just going to move that then. I'm going to look at my reports, and I've got an access on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Okay, so actually I'm going to choose the 14th and the 15th. The 15th has a couple of them. So that's really about a day, and you'll kind of see why here in a second. So I chose the 14th start time. I'm just going to make that, let's just change it here. Let's make that 1200, and let's make this 18. Let's make it 1900, which is 12 o'clock. I'm sorry, that's 7 o'clock p.m. Okay, so notice when I did that, my background changed. Okay, so let's just see if, let's click on our screen here and let's move our wizard a little bit. Let's just preview the speed. Actually, I'm going to go like this, speed it up. So right now we're going to, if we had a 12-second video, or if we wanted like a 12-second video, this would be our step size here, right? Which is pretty darn fast. So watch this, preview speed. It's going so fast, like it's hard to see what's going on there, right? So we're going to pause it, and we're going to change our speed to be kind of, let's look at 1 minute. So now I have a 1 minute, 2-second video. Well, I'm going to shorten that a little bit. Okay, let's try that. Still kind of fast, not too bad. My video was 40 seconds. Okay, well, let's pause that. So that's what that looks like. That's how you can play around with this. I think before I had, and it takes these three things into account: the speed, the how long you want your video, and then that also plays into your end time. So that's how it calculates those things. I'm just gonna slow mine down a little bit, and let's make our video a little bit shorter too. And let's change 15. Let's go back and look at our, so it's at 1800, but that is local time. So that's midnight. So actually, let's change this to the 15th. Bear with me here. Sorry about that. Because the reason I'm changing it is this is universal time, and my report is in local time. So let's make that 00. That 00. Okay, now let's try it. Okay, now it's going to go right through there. Okay, so now we've got that done. Let's pause it. So you're going to have to spend probably some time, just like I did here, playing around with some of these settings. Change your start times, change your end time, because you want your video to show the satellite going through the area that you saved where you can view it. All right, so we did that. We played around with that. Let's click next. Okay, we want high quality. We don't really need to change anything here. Our movie length is going to be 48 seconds, 56 meg basically. So click next. This is, you can preview by frames, preview speed, and so on. We already did that. Here's a box that says record in parallel. I tried that. I tried recording with and without that. Leave that unchecked. Here's why. You can check that and it will run in the background, but you're not going to really see what's happening, and it's going to feel like nothing is happening. I always kind of like to see the progress, so I'm not going to do that. So we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and click begin record. And right now it is recording this screen. So you can see the progress here. We'll actually play this to the end. So apologize for the length of the video. If you want to fast forward 15 seconds, do so. Almost there. Fast forward another 10 seconds. Okay, so now I get this message that pops up, recording complete, play the recorded movie. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but just so you can see what the feature is. Aha, here we go. Oh, and there's our movie. So that's what you're going to turn in. And you can see, I'm going to stop it and rewind a couple of seconds. So you can see the satellite, the space station in this case, going through the area that we described. If it won't play, is it going to play? It's not going to play. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we are done with that. So we click finish. We're done. Then you can go find where you saved that video and upload that to Google Classroom. Thanks for watching.